and I can safely say that I can put it in your hands. Whereas a kid, I was always worried about you, always trying to protect you, always trying to teach you something so you know your way, be strong and fearless. But everybody's not meant to be fearless, you know. I'm fearless because of the things that happened to me and that I seen, that I heard, that I learned. I'm a protector, I'm a watcher, that's my job, but that's not everybody else's job. And I recognize that, and I always say meet people where they are, but then that's a hard thing to do when your convictions and you're set, for lack of a better word, in your own way. And heredity. I mean, I'm just like Mama. Some things I'm happy that I'm like her because she was a good person.
I think we all have some of her traits.
Everybody does. And then in seeing it in Joanne and the little movements and Mickey and the Jackson thumb, and it's just so many things. How you're nurturing like Mama. And I'm fearless, the average person.
Judah.
But I'm also loving and kind.
Yeah.
Well, I try to be.
I mean, you've always had to take care of everything. Everything was like, Carol, you're the oldest. Carol, you need to keep them in line, you know, but you've done a great job. We're grown now. So we know how to do some things, but nonetheless, you're still there, because when something happens in the family, my first thought is, I'm calling Carol. You know, I'm calling Carol because we're so used to you taking care of it, you know. So I appreciate you, but I just want to, you know, do all that I can do in this journey that you're on.
My first journey was so fast. My heart attack was so fast, and the healing and trying to hurry up and go through the rehab, cardiac rehab, and get well. Then getting ready to celebrate it and feeling that twitching in my breast and knowing, wait a minute,
because you had just had your surgery
right,
when Mama had her funeral, because you were still healing from your breast surgery.
And to get through that, okay,
4 or 5 years later, you're going back and forth to the doctor, and it's COVID, so they're not, you know, they're concentrating on COVID because you've always been so proactive.
And I can't so much blame them. I'm calm now, because who wants to be in here while people in here fighting for their life?
Yeah.
You know, I get it.
I mean, we're nearly a year post out from you getting the results that you have cancer. So we've been getting treatments and trying to get a protocol that works. I mean, no family should have to go through this.
I feel like Chanel when she was leaning over
and she couldn't find a good position to get a birth in.
Like, I'm ready. I'm over this. Y'all
I want the surgery. She says, I want surgery.
I don't want
Give me a cesarean.
Because there's too much going on, and I'm afraid. I'm not afraid. That was the wrong word. I just don't think surgery is an option at this time because of where it is. It's deep in there, y'all digging, and so let's just do whatever we're gonna do right now. We'll revisit that later. I still got to pray on that. It ain't like it was when I had breast cancer and it was a 0.05, and I knew that he was gonna cut me here, and it was gonna be over with, and I was gonna take that amestine for 5 years, which I've been on it, 3 now, 4.
And what does that do?
It's preventative of breast cancer, but heck, it don't stop nothing nowhere else. had just had my mammogram with a clean bill of health when I kept telling them, why am I still hurting here though? Okay, they talking about healing scar tissue. What do that got to do with down here? My cut is here and it's on the side. They don't have nothing to do with up under here. Then I thought, okay, that underwire got me. I need to go and see the doctor. It ain't that. It's that darn tumor that's on there. So that's aggravating. And now at this point, I'm over this. I'm over being sick. I'm just over everything. I want to get my business popping. I want to start my Four Sisters LLC, rehabbing the communities. It's just so much I want to do, and I have no energy to do it.
So do your blood pressure repeat, okay? My hands are probably on the cooler side, okay?
That's alright, I like cool.
I'm just the opposite.
No, you and her be together. Well, sometimes she like cool and hot. I'm a cool.
I've got you 162 over 82, so it's still elevated. So we have to get you scheduled for a nurse clinic visit. We're like 4 weeks out. Is there a particular day that works better for you during the week?
Can I have it when I'm already over? You said 4 weeks out.
Because she has chemo
Okay,
next
that don't make
Tuesday.
So the
I
nurse
have
clinic is
chemo every other week.
okay. I mean, we can schedule it around your chemo, but it's just because our protocol is, you know, the blood pressure high. We can't do it like the next, like the next day. We gotta give it time because if she's put in medication and she says she want to see you back in like 4 weeks or something, then we won't need the nurse visit. But it's just our protocol that we have to push
I understand. So Tuesdays is my chemo. Monday, I'll go and take blood at Bedford, but that's too soon. So every other week, blood at Broadway. So it's too soon now. So 4 weeks from now would be the end of May?
I think like
The middle?
Yeah.
Schedule it, I guess. Can I have it while I get my blood drawn?
Yeah, do it on a Monday. That way you're already at the clinic.
When I'm already
Giving blood.
at the Broadway clinic.
Okay. What time do you usually go?
Like 10 o'clock.
Okay. So you want the appointment at Broadway?
Because that's where they draw my blood. And then Tuesday I have chemo, so
Okay.
that'll
Yeah.
give y'all some time to see what you need to see. But yeah, it's always like that when I come out the hot shower, because I was nauseated and I just let the hot water just run on me. And then it only takes us 20 minutes or so to, get here, so it's not enough time for your body and everything to settle back down. And then I don't usually take my blood pressure medicine until after I eat, which is after 10 o'clock.
Okay.
So I'm not alarmed.
Okay. So I'll get that scheduled at Broadway and she'll be in with you shortly. Okay.
Thank you very much.
Oh, no problem.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, I'm not alarmed because it's been so long. What you think?
I mean, I'm not alarmed either because I know that you have not taken your blood pressure, but then when you get done doing, we may stop off and get you something to drink, or maybe,
You have to have something to drink.
or maybe we can ask them if they have, oh, you don't want to drink their water. I see the look on your face. So
Because they
we
have
probably
a dispenser. Remember how it is when you go to the oncologist clinic and they give you that cup of water. Where y'all get that?
try the dentist. Ugh, I don't know what they be doing with that recycled spittle. Ugh.
But to the fact that you have to clean that. I used to have a water thing in my office at CMHA, and you got to clean that. You can't just keep putting that water jug on top of that. I take hot soapy bleach water, and I would clean that. It's a spick that it falls down on. I would clean all that, and then run it through. It was like, the water don't taste good when you go on vacation. I think
You only cleaning the filter and not
the y'all just set that jug right up on top of that, and them jugs be everywhere. So,
You're getting comfortable up there.
yeah, I'm tired. Hard bed. Remember last time at the thing I went to sleep? I can go to sleep all the time if I'm there by myself. When I'm there getting my bag off, I don't cut the TV on. I just suck up my water. Maybe I'll go.
Yeah, because you can meditate, you know, on the word of the Most High, and you get to go into fellowship with Him.
So I'm looking forward to going back.
And since this is the Hebrew Passover, you know, we can give honor to Him that He rose. He's alive.
It's just so.
And He sits on the right hand side of the Father, making intercessions for us daily.
So I'm just so angry about everything.
That's why I think you need to. I think you need to have therapy.
Hello. Yes, ma'am.
How are you doing, Dr. Gabrani? Nice to meet you.
It's nice to meet you.
Who'd you bring with you?
This is my sister
Hi.
and my support system.
Oh, wonderful. Nice to meet you. What's your name?
My name is Charlene.
Hi, Charlie.
Hi.
Do you mind sending
No, the lady asked me to sit over, so I didn't move
No,
until.
it's good. I can't.
Right.
This is our constant companion, unfortunately. Oh, I got it. So, you were seeing Dr. Mayer. Okay. I've known Dr. Mayer for a long time.
I've been with her for a long time.
We did residency together.
Good, good.
Yeah. And I saw you saw Mandisa, Ms. Moulton, a few weeks ago, maybe.
Yes.
Okay, and she asked you to come.
And she said, because I was trying to find, and that was the doctor that the appointment, I guess the intake had gave me. So she was kind enough to go over my medicines and, find someone else that, I can have just to get a change up.
Okay.
Since I have been with her since I came to, Metro after I left Kaiser when they.
Yeah, okay. And it looks like you're followed by mostly by oncology, seeing them quite a bit. You have history of breast cancer, and then you have metastatic pancreatic cancer. Okay. And I know you're seeing them a lot, like you see the nurse a lot. Who's your oncology physician?
Dr. Brill.
Dr. Brill, okay. Then I can search for Dr. Brill's notes and can I find them? I don't know. So you last saw them
Last Tuesday.
Okay.
Every other Tuesday. is
Every
my
other
treatment
Tuesday
day.
is your treatment day.
Next Tuesday.
Your blood pressure has been a little bit high. Looks like.
It's high. I was explaining to the lady because I just took a shower. This is my down week from chemo. So usually I'm going through the emotions of nausea and diarrhea.
Yeah, okay.
So because I had this appointment, I would have, if it had been something else, I would have canceled it. But
okay.
so I'm not alarmed with the blood pressure. I haven't taken my medicine. I just got out the hot shower and I'm not feeling my best. So usually it's been, as I get it, it's been low. It's been really under. So I wasn't surprised.
And you also have coronary disease.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You have had a heart attack in the past.
That was my first in 2018. 2 stents.
Okay. And do you see cardiology?
I haven't seen cardiology. I was going to make me a cardiologist appointment on my anniversary, but I was I knew this was happening. I didn't know what it was, but I knew something was happening. And COVID was preventing me from getting to the hospital to get anything done because they weren't seeing anybody. And all the time I'm building this pain. And so now here we are here. So I said, okay. And I thought that maybe I was having an episode of what it was in my chest and everything. I was like, oh my God, might be more than just heartburn. And I kept calling, they kept sending me to other procedures and this and that. And then finally, Dr. Mayer called that Saturday and said, you're right, it's back. So that's my story.
And but the pancreatic cancer is separate from the breast cancer that you had.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Because it was a 0.5.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh yeah, it's completely different, but
Yeah.
it was just no further testing and knowing that I was a high risk to see. I mean, I'm not an oncologist or anything, but it seems like if a person has traits and a high risk that you monitor the whole body because you know what's getting ready to happen. You're a doctor, I'm not. I'm thinking I'm footloose and fancy free and I have heartburn, and then the fact that I have this is such a late state. When I got myself to the hospital for my heart attack, I do self-breast exam. I got myself to the hospital for my breast cancer.
You were doing what you were supposed to.
Trying to get myself to the hospital for this because I know something not right.
Now, when did you get diagnosed with pancreatic cancer? Was that in 2021?
Last year in May.
2022. Okay, I was gonna say that's the CT that I see.
Because I had it and I asked the lady, could you go lower? And they said they can only do what was recommended. Okay, but you're checking up here and I sit down here.
And right now you're getting chemo every other week.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay, I put 11 cycles, 12.
About that, yeah.
And you're tolerating it okay.
Yeah, they took me off of the 2-hour heaviest drug because it's got my feet numb.
Oh,
Oxalin or
Oxyplatin,
whatever
something
it
like
is. So Dr. Brill said that I had enough of it and I could come up off of it. So I'm just
And how are you functioning?
I function.
Okay. Who do you live with at home?
My husband, my I still do the same. My energy level is low. And so with my energy level being low, I mostly stay at home. But I started an online boutique 4 days before I found out I was sick. 3 days. That was on a Wednesday. She called me that Saturday. So I've been running the two together. But my energy level is so low, I can't. I've done a couple of things, but it's not where I want it to be as of yet. But I function. I mean, I cook, I clean when I can, I visit.
You have good support from your sister.
Yes, and I have 2 other sisters.
And you feel like you're getting good, what you need from the oncology?
Yeah, I like Dr. Brill. I mean, I like the staff. Meredith is my nurse. She's exceptional.
Right.
I mean, but how do you, I guess it's all a mind game, how do you really trust the people who you feel let you down and now you stuck with them, because what you gonna do? So, I mean, you just keep your faith, and that's your strongest weapon now is your faith. That, you did this twice, to be a chance that you can really, have a quality of a somewhat life again. So that's what you hold to. Otherwise, it's overwhelming, and you can't deal with it. Everything is based on how you feel, your family, your friends. I mean, if they see you up, then they're up. So you play the game.
Now, are you doing any, outside of your family, are you doing any, like, support groups at the gathering place or anything like that?
The gathering place is so hard.
Hard to get to.
It's just that it's not a part of the normal. If it was an office here, I always say all the time that when you're in your meetings or whatever, the gathering place should be a main part of people
Of the treatment.
are having
Uh-huh.
this. It needs to be an office. You don't need to be trip trapping. I've been trying to get to them ever since
Oh, we've
had breast
contacted them.
cancer.
Are they
I've
contacting you
contacted them.
back?
They send me emails.
I've
But by the
sent.
time you can open the email, the event is either happened or it's right up on you. So you need, it's a beautiful program if you can hook up with it. So,
Okay.
I mean,
I know they started doing a lot of things virtually, especially during the pandemic, and so their programming has really changed.
yeah, I read the little newsletter that I get. They're a great program, but you, when I look at it, it's like I said, it's either after or it's coming up.
Mhm.
But I mean, hey, it is what it is.
And you think you're interested in going back to cardiology?
Yeah,
To have a visit with them?
because my cardiologist was exceptional.
Okay.
He was very good, and I just wanted. It's been a while, and I've been dealing with all of this stuff, and I need to have just a quick overhaul with him because it's been quite a while.
Well, I'm just gonna refer you, where were you seeing him?
At the main
At the
campus.
And what doctor were you seeing?
He's in my folder.
Okay.
He's in my care team.
I don't have your phone. You have it in your
I'll
purse.
look.
But he was really good. I even had to call him a couple of times to piggyback a message to Dr. Mayer. And he even did that for me, so.
Let's see, I'm seeing, there's a Dr. Rothman, right?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, he is great. I like him a lot.
Nice personality, nice. Yeah, they did my sick.
Well, I'll put in a referral to him, and then you can schedule that, and hopefully that'll make it a little bit easier to schedule. They'll see that, that I put that there. And I requested him specifically. Are you having any chest pain?
No.
Okay. No short-windedness. That's
A little
probably
bit.
kind of hard to tell with your chemo.
But it's,
Due to
with
your
this.
belly, okay.
Yesterday I was fine, believe it or not. I was online doing stuff. Today, my
Not
stomach.
so much.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I expect this. It'll happen another day, and then I'll be back up turkey, and then it'll be time for chemo again. So.
Okay. Yeah. That's how you know it's time
Right.
for chemo, so you're feeling better.
Yeah, usually Thursday I'm #1. I always tell my sister we're gonna travel and it has to be from Thursday on because Wednesday is my last down day, and when I wake up Thursday it's like, oh, thank you, Lord. So yeah,
Good. Okay. Well,
looking forward to tomorrow.
now it looks like you're due for a COVID booster. Do you want to do that?
But I asked them over at the
Dr.
oncology, and they said due to my
Not now.
immune system and everything, all the chemicals that it was, because I was
After
going to get
chemo.
it, trust
After
and believe,
chemo.
right.
Yeah. Okay.
And that's what I was going to let you know, because I did ask about it, because, my immune system is compromised, which they said, no, that's too much in too many different
So
combinations.
much happening.
And you want the vaccine to be effective. So
Exactly.
yeah, when you want to get it when it's gonna
So,
be
yeah.
helpful.
So I'll be ready when they're ready,
Yes.
because I believe in the vaccine. I don't care who made it.
When are you done with your chemo?
We don't know yet.
Okay.
And I'm not asking, I'm
Yeah.
just
Okay.
pushing
Going
through.
with the flow.
Right. Happy to be in one of them seats. But I know I've had 12, I want to say. This will be number 13. 10 for sure, because Dr. Braille on my last visit, she said it, and I think I've had 2 more since then. So yeah, this will be number 13 coming up.
And for your medications for your blood pressure, you take metoprolol and hydrochlorothiazide. Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
And you haven't ever taken any other additional medicine. Those are sort of the 2 medicines you've been on for a long time.
Oh yeah, I was on other medicines that my heart doctor put me on, but once all that was over, when I had breast cancer, they did away with all of that to do the test, and then he said I didn't need that, and then this has been my steady list, with the exception, but the oncologist has added on that 3-day, 2-day after chemo,
Okay.
and all the nausea meds.
Yes.
Those are from oncology.
Okay.
Everything else is not normal.
And you're still taking the estrogen inhibitor for your breast cancer?
Yes, the
Avastin.
anestamine or
Okay.
whatever,
Yeah.
whatever that is, right? The little small
Adenosine,
pill.
okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Do you need any medicines today?
The last lady,
Mm-hmm.
she said, I got them for April.
Okay.
I just had a mail delivery.
Okay.
So I'm good for my 30-day supply.
Okay.
But my prescriptions
Are
are
done.
at the end.
Okay. Okay.
So I'm gonna need all new refills
Okay.
for those. That's the way she set it up. And I did get the mail order for this month. So that was my last.
Okay. So I'm just gonna refill everything.
Everything else is gonna be a refill. And that's what I was trying to make sure that I had right. Dr. Meyer, she filled the last one, so she would fill.
So we're gonna do the Lipitor, the baby aspirin.
Not the baby aspirin. I buy it over the
You get
counter.
that one over the counter.
Because they fluctuate with
Yeah.
it. Sometimes it's free, sometimes it's $3.
not. Okay.
I mean, I could just buy a bottle, and I have beer.
Calcium over the counter too, or do you?
No,
you
that's
get
in a big pill.
You get that from
But
here.
I buy that when they don't have it. So I wouldn't say don't fill
Okay.
that one, because that is something that you can buy over the counter, and I do take that.
The Decadron, Dr. Brill is prescribing.
Yes.
The swish and spit thing she's prescribing.
Mm-hmm.
The Aromas, the breast cancer medicine, you need that refilled.
Mm-hmm.
Hydrochlorothiazide, you need refilled.
Mm-hmm.
And then Plaquenil.
Mm-hmm. That's the Lipitor.
That's the
Mhm.
hydroxychloroquine.
Oh, the hydroxychloroquine.
What do you take that for?
For my pain and my. Oh, I don't
The
want to do
rheumatologist
it.
started
Right.
that.
It'll.
Okay.
I had surgery on this one and knee surgery on this one now, but that's the least of my worries.
Okay. Do you still take Prilosec? Stomach medicine, omeprazole?
Yes.
Okay.
And that's, oh, yeah.
And then the
Yes.
Rezoron or mirtazapine, that's a nighttime medicine
Mhm.
that you take for mood. Do you still take that?
Mm-hmm.
Do you need a refill on that?
I have to look and see. I don't.
It looks like you're okay till.
I have to look at the bottle, because I keep that separate. I keep that on my nightstand, because that's a night medicine along with that liver pill. So I keep those two separate from my
Okay.
day medicine.
It looks like you still have those left.
Yeah, I just got my refill.
And then Zofran is good. Potassium, do you need me to refill